Eisuke Sakaki, age 15, was found dead with a paper bag with a smiley face drawn on it over his head. The scene was similar to those of unsolved murders from 18 years ago, as well as the urban legend of the Smiling Man. Detective Kuse asks you to come to the police station. You arrive in time to hear the forensic analysis results of the paper bag. Eisuke's bag matches two bags used in the older murders. Only the first victims, Ayaka Hashisume's, differs. With a few days, it seems like everyone in the world is caught up in the Smiling Man thought. The talk show sensationalist the Smiling Man and connect his legend to the Eisuke Sakaki case. Inspector Kamada asks you to search for a man missing for 18 years. You're unable to get any more information from him than that. Meanwhile, Ayumi visits Megumi Midomoto's home. Okay, so we're here at the house of Megumi. She was friends with the guy that died. She hasn't been going to school or anything, so we're trying to figure out what happened to her. So, Megumi, do you think I could speak with Megumi? No, I'm sorry, you've come all this way. Oh, it's okay. Mrs. Midomoto's on edge. Eisuke and Megumi were good friends, so this must be hard for her. I guess I'm gonna think. Never mind. We're gonna keep asking. How is Megumi doing? Megumi's locked herself in her room and she's refusing to talk to anyone. Is she feeling okay? She's not sick. She's in shock, depressed. Which is, you know, not surprising after what happened to Eisuke. The weird thing is that she started to miss school before she knew about Eisuke, so we want to know what's going on. And nobody's telling us. She and Eisuke had been close since they were little. They were just like brother and sister. They certainly argued as much as siblings. Every time they argued, you would get so angry. You should say, "Mom, I can't stand him." She would get so angry, I'm sorry. Then just a squig, she'd calm down and be her usual self. It was strange, I guessed, but they were also just kids. They were so close, Eisuke and Megumi. I still can't believe what happened. I'm afraid to talk to her at all. I only know... Okay. Let's ask about Megumi again. So close, they were more like a brother and sisters than friends. Okay, let's think. I have to hear from Megumi's smile. Okay, I'm trying to, but she's not saying anything. Can you tell me about how Megumi has been the past few days? Megumi was absent from school the day Eisuke was... the day his body was found. That checks out. I already knew she wasn't at school for the morning assembly. The school was called about Eisuke. I told Megumi right away. She turned pale, started shaking. She ran and locked herself in her room. I could hear her crying. She's not... I don't want to start pointing fingers at anybody, but this is kind of weird reaction to me. I don't know. She's not been herself ever since. No, man. Oh, really? She doesn't even come out of her room. I leave food at her door, but she either won't eat it or she barely touches it. She's avoiding everyone. Won't talk to me or her father. Yeah, that's no good. She's always been so full of life, so bright, happy. It's so terrible. I thought she was gonna say something useful. I was so careful with how I told her about Eisuke, but... Megumi has been absent from school since the day Eisuke's body was found. It's just as Fukuyama said. But her mom says that she wasn't feeling ill. So why did she stay home that day? So you said Megumi was absent from... Is it Megumi or Megumi? So you said Megumi was absent from school the day Eisuke was found. Yes. Why did she miss that day of class? Was there any reason to be concerned about her on that day? A reason to be concerned? Yes. Wait. Talk? Positive her mom knows the real reason. What, she said yes? She's not saying it. Let's see. It wasn't just that something was wrong on that day. Megumi had been acting strange the day before too. Since the day before? She seemed depressed, so I asked her what was wrong. But she wouldn't say anything. She just went straight to her room. Megumi seemed calmer the next morning, but she never took a bath and she stayed home from school. I thought maybe she'd had a bad day and that's all. I was sort of relieved, really. And then I got the call from school. Do you know what Megumi might have been up to the day before? No, she didn't say anything about it. More observations, I guess. Megumi is a class representative, so it must be causing trouble for her to be gone. I imagine the other students in her class would be helping along with her homeroom teacher. Homeroom teacher? Yeah, this weird guy too. Megumi had been absent, so I wouldn't know. Has been absent. Her homeroom teacher is Mr. Fukuyama, right? Yes, that's correct. He works closely with the students. He's always there for them. Since Megumi's class representative, Mr. Fukuyama depends on her more than most. Those duties would have them working together after school sometimes too. I don't like where this is going. I'm sorry, but I don't like where this is going. He once gave Megumi a ride home because it was getting late. He's polite, dependable, young, and his students seem to love him. He used to tell me how handsome... Okay, listen. I don't like where this is going. She said he was like an actor from a TV show. I don't know if I want to keep asking. She says he's always there for his students. Once she said he was like a cool teacher on TV. Maybe it's just me that I don't trust. Maybe, hopefully, it's just me. Let's think about that. Fukuyama seems to have a good reputation. Ever since what happened to Eisuke, Megumi stopped talking. She used to be such a chatterbox. She used to tell me everything. My husband and I don't know what she's thinking or how to talk to her. At least until today. Until today? How has Megumi been today? She's finally came out of her room for a bit earlier, around lunchtime. Oh. Yeah, she took a shower, then came to the kitchen. I asked her if she was hungry. She didn't say anything, just gave me a nod. I made her some lunch, but she just picked at it. Still, I was relieved to see her eat anything at all. But then, Megumi just sat there, looking kind of lost and sad. But I still think she was doing a great job of making herself up and move. I wanted to say something, but what am I supposed to say? It was so uncomfortable. I didn't know what else to do. I turned on the TV. There was a show. No, it was a show about the smiling man, huh? They said it was a special episode. It was a show of the smiling man. I was curious and Megumi didn't seem to mind, so I left it on. She's usually interested in shows like that. Every summer vacation, she'll sit and watch hours of the stuff. They talk about the legend of the Smiling Man. I'd never heard of it, but Megumi was very interested. Then, I don't know why, but they suddenly started, well, I swear it was about Eisuke. Oh no, and Megumi was watching. I tried to turn it off and in a hurry, but Megumi... Can you speak to any past incidents involving the Smiling Man? The oldest example would have been from about 20 years ago. Some people say the recent incident in Kufuko City might have been the Smiling Man's doing. Word is the victim, a boy, had a paper bag over his head, much like in the story of the Smiling Man. Though remember, the Smiling Man is only an urban legend. It would be poor taste to continue that thought. Damn. They were talking about a boy in Kufuko City. That could only be Eisuke, right? Yeah, I think so. Life is tragic enough that you don't need to use scary stories to make it worse. That Toro Osawa was right. It's tasteless. I guess this is how urban legends grow, huh? Maybe if I think. Pretty sure the show Megumi and her mother saw is the same show we saw at the office. She finally came out of her room, but I was too careless. She's shut herself in her room again. She doesn't even respond when I call to her. I just don't know what to do anymore. Do you think there's anything you can do for her, detective? I wonder if we're gonna be able to actually talk to her. From the sound of it, Megumi won't be meeting up with anyone for a while. I don't expect I get much if I try to talk to her. Ma'am, I'm sorry, but I don't think there's anything I can do for her right now, damn. I honestly thought she was gonna try to talk to her. It might take some time, but I'm certain Megumi will be fine. She's just got a lot that she's trying to process. Be patient with her. Whatever you do, don't blame yourself for how she's feeling. Megumi wouldn't like that. Thank you, detective. Hopefully we have good news about the investigation soon. Thank you. I'm trying to concentrate on this, but every time they say Megumi, I can only think about Megumi from Jujutsu Kaisen. The photos? It's hard to see much from here, but they look like a happy family, a nice family photo. By the way, your family photo is lovely. What? Oh, this one? Yeah, you all look so happy. Thank you. We were at an amusement park that day. Megumi is a sweet girl with a bright smile. I bet everyone likes her. I know it's just a rumor, but I can see why the boys would fight over her. Oh yeah, Eisuke and another boy were fighting over her, right? I need to focus on taking care of her until she can smile like that again. Guess that's about all I can tell you. You reacted to something? I'm worried about Megumi, never mind. I'm sorry, I feel like I didn't help much and you came all this way. No, I'm happy to have made this trip. You've been very helpful. Really, that's good. I'm the one who feels like I haven't been any help to you. No, detective, not at all. You've made me feel better about all of this. Good, I'm glad to hear it. Can I leave now? He said she's okay, but is she really? I should leave. Well, I guess I can leave now. Pardon me, ma'am. Yes? I admit I'm worried about Megumi, but I'm also worried about you. If you dwell on these dark things too much, they'll eat you up. It's sweet of you to worry. Oh, right. Speaking of worrying, last night, Kohei called Megumi. So that is the other boy. Detective, do you know Kohei? Kohei Takiguchi, the kids at Minami Daisan Junior High School mentioned him. He sounded worried about Megumi. I told Megumi he was on the phone, but she didn't pick up. I don't know, maybe that's why she finally came out of her room today. I guess, now that I think about it, the only people who called for her were Mr. Fukuyama and Kohei again, the teacher. I've heard Kohei's name, but I don't know any more than that. But you've heard the name, you really are quite the detective. Gumshoe was my teacher. He's another classmate of Megumi's. They've been friends since elementary school. Kohei would go out to play with Megumi and Eisuke all the time. Did Megumi, Eisuke, and Kohei hang out together much recently? Occasionally, but less than when they were in elementary school. Has there been any trouble between the three of them? No, nothing like that as far as I know. They're all at that age where they want to live their own lives. They don't tell their moms everything like they used to. So who knows what they get up to once they're out of sight. Well, I guess now I can leave. If you want, you're welcome to come back. Maybe you can speak to Megumi then. Thank you, I'd love to come back.
Later.
I'm back. Ayumi, good to see you. Ayumi, whatever. Did you get anything from Megumi's mother? Yeah, here's everything I heard. Ayumi told me in detail about Megumi's state of mind. Her grief at the sudden loss of his is understandable, especially given how close she was to Eisuke. Ayumi and I began talking about a question she had after the interview. I wonder what happened to Megumi the day before Eisuke's body was found. It's such a strange timing, I mean. So something happened, but the next morning she was calmed and decided to take the day off. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it just means that whatever happened, it wasn't serious. When the school called about Eisuke, she locked herself in her room. Maybe whatever happened the day before is related to Eisuke. I wonder. Maybe I should talk to Mr. Fukuyama again and see what he thinks? Look, you didn't have any answers before. What should I do? Probably worth talking to him again. Not the creep again. It's cause I don't want to think bad, but like he's acting very, very strange, and that just like it doesn't sit well with me. You know what I mean? There's something going on in there, and I don't like it. That would be the right call, wouldn't it? But maybe I should just let him gather some more info first. If he figures anything out, I'm sure he'll let me know. He'll invite me back to his favorite cafe. Oh. Did you find out anything else? Well, Megumi finally poked her head out of her room this morning. Too bad it was just in time to see the TV show about the urban legends. That same one that we saw? Yeah. So she heard them talking about the boy killed in Kofuko City. And anyone who knows about Eisuke would figure it out. After that, she went back to her room and hasn't come out. Her mom's having a hard time too, but I feel so badly for Megumi. She just keeps getting hurt, doesn't she? I really hope she finds a way through it. Very sad. Kohei called Megumi after she locked herself in her room. Kohei Takiguchi was also friends with Eisuke, yeah? Yep. But Megumi wouldn't pick up the phone to speak to him. I see. I'm worried about Megumi. There's a lot of things to think about, but I'm most curious about what could have upset Megumi the date of Eisuke's murder. Yeah, but the only person who can tell us that is Megumi. Maybe it doesn't have anything to do with Eisuke. What could it be? It's Fukuyama. Of course it's Fukuyama. This is Tachibana. What's going on, senpai? What? Megumi is missing. What?
We were just at her home.
Megumi has gone missing. Her mother called the police. Mr. Fukuyama is on his way to speak to her now. We should go too. Ayumi and I rushed to Megumi's neighborhood. We looked around the area, but Megumi was nowhere to be found and no one had seen her. Where on earth would she have gone? I didn't have any ideas. So I took Ayumi's suggestions and headed to Minami Daisan Junior High School. In the middle of the night, oh, the girl who stands behind is talking to me. Of course, at this time of night, there weren't any students around. Yep, everyone's long gone by this point. What are they doing here? This is so freaking... Look at how they come walking by. This looks so suspicious. This just looks so wrong. I'm sorry. It's you. I'm sorry I startled you. I just wanted to ask you a few questions. Well, you're just in time. What do you mean? A kid at cram school who says he's in the same class as Megumi, he just what? He said he saw Megumi running in her pajama. Apparently, she wouldn't respond to anyone, but he got the sense she was headed towards the bus stop. Oh no, she's going to where they found the body. The one behind the school, it's kind of dark back there. The principal said to never go there alone at night. The bus stop's near the pump station too. Do you think that's where Megumi could be headed? Oh no. Oh, and there's one more thing. Basachi, I mean, Mr. Fukuyama. I just saw him looking really freaked out. Oh, why is always this guy? Oh my. He asked if we'd seen Megumi. We told him the same thing we told you. Then he ran off to the opposite direction of the... Why the opposite... Mr. Fukuyama can get so worried about his students. I'm afraid he can miss what's happening around him. One time he accidentally ran into a rice paddy and fell in the mud. He was covered in it. So he might be in trouble tonight. There are a whole lot of rice paddies around here. My goodness, this kid's... Okay, I'll keep a lookout for Mr. Fukuyama too. Can we just go to the bus stop? I'm worried about that. Thank you both very much. It's getting dark, so be careful on your way home. Will do. Ayumi, let's hurry. Yeah, let's go. Thank you again, both of you. Ayumi, look, it's Kuse and Kamihara, so the girl is okay, she's fine. Thank God. in Fukuyama. So he went to get the police, right? So that must be Megumi. It looks like she's okay. Thank goodness. I'm relieved that Megumi is safe after all, but she looks pretty upset. She's crying in Mr. Fukuyama's arms. She's still in her pajamas, like those kids said. She clearly ran away spontaneously. So why did she come here, where Eisuke's body was found? That police at the entrance looks like he's falling asleep. So finally we can talk to Megumi, but everybody's here. I don't like that everybody's here. Can I just talk to her? Megumi regained her composure by the time we reach the police station. But she still wouldn't say anything to anyone. We're getting nowhere. Let's think first. For a kid, she's just surrounded by adults and authority figures. It's so quiet, everyone's watching Megumi, and she looks really uncomfortable with the attention. She seems restless. Being surrounded by detectives will do that to you, but I think there's something else. She just doesn't want to talk to the police. By calling Gage. So this is Kamihara, this is Fukuyama, that's Kuse. Okay, I get confused, my bad. What's up, boy detective? Well, normally that's what he'd say. He's staying quiet right now. Let's try Megumi. I think she'd speak to me if I did that. What about Kuse? Detective Kuse, would you mind if I try talking to her? You? Sure, fine. Yay! Good evening, Megumi. My name is Akira. It's nice to meet you. I might not look like it, but I'm a private detective. Kind of amazing, right? I'm not that much older than you. If you talk to me, you could brag about it at school. Oh no, I guess that's a no. Too bad, boy detective. Damn it, I thought it'd be easier for her to talk to me since I'm closer to her age. Can get her to talk. So much for that plan. What about Ayumi? Maybe I feel like Ayumi is good at this. What is it? Since Megumi won't say anything, what do you think we should do? How would you feel about me talking to Megumi, Akira? Do you think that'd work? Well, I'm not a cop or a guy. You're right, Megumi. That might help, but that might help put her at ease. What do you think? Yeah, you're right. Give it a shot. Let's see. Okay, here goes. Detective Kuze, would you allow me to speak with Megumi? And you are? I should have introduced myself earlier. I'm Ayumi Tachibana of the Utsuji Detective Agency. I think it's a good idea. It might be easier for Megumi to talk to her than us. Please? Thank you. Okay, let's see. Nice to meet you, Megumi. Megumi is just kind of shut down the day Eisuke died. She hasn't even spoken to her mother since then. Let's think. The day before Megumi stopped going to school, that is, the same day Eisuke died, something happened to her, but if she wouldn't tell her own mother, then why would she tell me, a complete stranger? Even though we have a few things in common, that's probably only so much I can get out of her. Megumi, are you okay? Let's see. Oh my goodness. Look, examine again, maybe? Is she bothered by someone here? By someone here? Who would be the problem in this room, I wonder? Speaking of being... okay. Since I don't trust this guy. Whenever we talk about Megumi, Fukuyama gets a bit... Actually, he seems different towards her today. He's watching her closely, but with genuine concern. What is it, Tachibana? Is there something on my face? Oh, I see. You need my help, huh, Tachibana? You know this lady, Mr. Fukuyama? Megumi, Mr. Fukuyama was my senpai when we were in middle school. That made her talk. Your senpai? Yes, Megumi. Tachibana and I went to the same school. She was a few grades below me. And she's also a very good detective. She's working on Eisuke's case. Eisuke? I know, Tachibana. We will catch the culprit, I assure you. I will? So you see, you can just tell Tachibana everything you know. You understand, Megumi? So, Megumi, I've heard so much about you from your mom. And I know you're suffering right now. I don't want to pretend like I know everything, but I know you've been going through a lot of scary, painful, and difficult feelings alone, Megumi. I guess I'm wondering if you... Oh my god. I'm gonna start crying. Can you believe it? I'm gonna start crying. Why am I so sensitive? I guess I'm wondering if you feel like you've done all you can do by yourself. Your family, the detectives, and Mr. Fukuyama. They're all here because they want to help you. It's why I'm here too. Detective, you don't have to do this all on your own. We're all here to help you, so you don't have to go through any more hard times alone. That's all we want. I'd be so happy if you could talk to me. Oh. You can take it slow. It's okay. I loved him. I really loved him. Oh, I'm gonna start crying. What? 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 No! I am not gonna start crying anymore! What is this? I loved Mr. Fukuyama. What the hell? What? Oh my goodness. No, I mean, this isn't... Sir.
Sir!
He's such a good teacher. Always so kind, dependable, and cool. That's why I fell in love with him. And that's also why, the day before, that's why I had Mr. Fukuyama meet me on the rooftop. I finally told him how I felt, so that's why he was so nervous about all this. Oh my god. Why did you take a seat, Mr. Fukuyama? To jail. I like you, Mr. Fukuyama. I mean, I love you. Would you go out with me, please? Oh my goodness. Megumi, no, hold on. You can't just suddenly... Don't you like me too? Or do you hate me? No, it's... Megumi, words like love and like have different meaning at different times. In love, it's, well, it's always a big word. In like is, well, answer my question. Megumi, you're just in love with love. It's really common at your age. What do you mean? I'm in love with the idea of love? You'll understand one day when you've grown up. Does this mean we can trust the teacher now? Stop it. Enough. Megumi! I didn't know what to do. I ran into the school and I... Eisuke, were you listening? No, not really. Okay. Wait. We finally see Eisuke's face. We never saw him. You're up here with the teacher, huh? I can't believe it. I knew you were listening. Yeah, I heard you. Not like I wanted to hear something like that, believe me. What's your problem? You're the worst. Worse than you? This is none of your business. How is it none of my business? I don't care. Shit. Ooh, they're throwing bad words at us. Okay. What the hell is your problem? You know what? I'm going to tell everyone what I heard. Everyone. That's a promise. Oh, yeah. Tell everybody if you want. People just love an eavesdropping gossip, don't they? You're so gross. I bet you're not worried because you're about to go to a better school. He was gonna move? Even if everyone here thinks you're a creep, it wouldn't matter when you're done with this school. I'm sad that you saw me like that and that you heard all those things he said. I'm so ashamed. I want to die. This is very intense. Ayumi, I'll take it from here. Oh, goodness gracious. Megumi, I could say anything to Eisuke, and I ended up saying the worst things I could think of. I realized that Eisuke liked me. And instead of... Eisuke was so sweet and kind to me. Eisuke. I'm sorry, Eisuke. I'm so sorry. I guess she understands her, Kusa, because she said the same things to her brother before, right before he went missing. It's been really hard, I know. Detective Kuse. She's really showing a sweet side here. It's easy to see how she empathizes with Megumi. Of everyone, Detective Kuse is probably the one who can help Megumi the most. She knows the kind of pain that Megumi is going through right now. Thank you, ma'am. Are you feeling a little better? Yes, a little. Well, that must be why you stayed home from school the next day. Yeah, I thought I should apologize to Eisuke, but then it turned out I never can. My mom answered the phone and she told me. She said Eisuke's dead. When I heard that Eisuke had died, I worried he had killed himself. I thought it was because I said horrible things to him. I thought Eisuke died because of me. I thought I didn't want to see anyone. I couldn't even eat anymore. I felt like I was going to die too. It's been a few days. And last night, Eisuke was in my dreams. Oh shoot. He said, "You're not acting like yourself." When I woke up, I thought, I'm hurting Eisuke now too. Oh, I'm gonna start crying. And that's what brought you out of your room? Oof! Oof! Why am I so sensitive, people? We're not crying. We're not crying. I just found out that Eisuke didn't commit suicide. He was killed by the Smiling Man. What? I thought maybe I'd done something even worse. I was so scared I couldn't take it anymore. Something even worse? What makes you think that Eisuke was killed by the Smiling Man? And what is this even worse thing you mentioned? I bet Eisuke was over there, all by himself, crying. I said so many bad things to Eisuke. I made him sad. Then the Smiling Man showed up and killed him. I like urban legends and stuff, so I know about the Smiling Man. That's why I'm worried. The souls of people killed by the Smiling Man can't get to heaven. Oh my goodness. They can't? No, if I don't do something, Eisuke won't make it to heaven. So I have to recite the spell. There's a spell? Can you tell me more about this spell? When someone dies, everyone they're close to is really sad, right? If one of those people recites this spell at the murder scene, the Smiling Man will appear. Well, I know that spell. The Smiling Man will come, Eisuke will be able to get into heaven, and the spell will keep me safe. That's why I had to go there. That's quite a spell. So you went to the pumping station. Is that all this was about? Megumi, you... I see. They found Eisuke. I was going to wait there for the Smiling Man and practice the spell, but I forgot the words. It was dark and scary and cold. I tried so hard to remember the words for Eisuke, but I just couldn't remember them. I started thinking about how I was so pathetic. Then I started thinking about Eisuke. I was so sad and lonely that I started crying. Then the Smiling Man showed up. What? A lot of things are happening right now. I am very confused.
I am very shocked.
What? Are you serious? I was so scared. I couldn't remember the spell, so I just screamed. I practiced the spell, but I screwed up. Eisuke can't go to heaven because of me. I'm sorry, Eisuke. I'm sorry. I couldn't do it. I'm sorry. Bro, I'm just... What do you mean you saw the Smiling Man? I heard her scream just as we arrived. I ran towards her, but I didn't see anyone suspicious. It was just her and Mr. Fukuyama at the scene. However, there's a small spot on the back of the station where someone might be able to squeeze through. So whoever she saw might have gone that way. Kami, bring me the item, please. Understood. He saw Emio. She saw Emio. But nobody else saw Emio. Only her. Was the Smiling Man wearing a paper bag like this? Yes, he had the same face drawn on his. His was different from what I've seen in the books or on TV, but this is it. This was his face. Well, that seals it. We can ignore the connection to the murders from 18 years ago. Does this mean the smiling man is actually real? What time is it? I'm not gonna stop playing this. Jesus Christ. It's too much. Chapter 7, Irumo Village. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Thank you very much. Hopefully today I can finally talk to Inspector Kamada. Oh, it's the police officer from before. She's coming to see me. Have to brag to Detective Kamihara. Hello, Tsukasa. Thanks for coming again today. Hello. Let's ask. You're here to see Inspector Kamada? He's here today. Oh. Please, go to the back room. Thank you. That was fast. I'm glad. Hey, Tsukasa. Hello, Inspector Kamada. Thanks for coming all this way. You want to hear about the injured men, right? Yes, that's right. I understand the injured men simply disappeared, and I'd like to hear more. It sounds like an urban legend too, the injured men. The smiling men. What can you tell me about the missing man? His name was Minoru Suzuki. I feel like I've seen this name. Minoru. But I don't remember. Minoru Suzuki. He's been missing 18 years since the day Ayaka Hashisume was murdered. He was 25 years old at the time. If he were still alive, he'd be 43 now. We were looking for him back then because we saw him as a person of interest in the case. But we could never find him. Anything else I should know? There's nothing else, no. So we're gonna have to look for this man just with the name. The only information I have on Suzuki is 18 years old. We followed it at the time, but we never managed to find Suzuki. Nowadays, most folks in the department think Suzuki is long dead. Suzuki generally isn't considered important to the current case, but I still want to look into him all the same. You've got a different perspective than we do. Can he say if he thinks the girls were really victims of indiscriminate murders? Probably not, right? What are you mumbling about? It occurs to me that we don't know the motive of the serial girl murder case, whether it was indiscriminate. I was wondering if the police had ideas. If so, I need to know. You know, I can tell you that. Yep, I knew it, alright. But like, how do they expect me to do this without information? I know already that I can't share sensitive information. You know already that I can share sensitive information outside the force. Let me give you this. Oh, a police sketch. Perceptive. Now, guess the job of the officer who drew it. Who is this? It's what Suzuki might look like now at age 43. It's based off an old picture of him. Since it was drawn by a professional, I figure it can't be too far off. Yes, I'm gonna take it. Thank you. I'm glad I have it. I'm glad to have it. Sir, are you feeling okay? As I said, I can't give you most of our old information on Suzuki. And I understand that's frustrating since I brought you in on this investigation, but you taking a fresh look at Suzuki, you might see something we missed. At least that's why I hope it happens. He hasn't said it, but it seems like Inspector Kamada thinks Suzuki is alive and involved in this case. but it's difficult to perform any investigation. So he's asked me to help. I'll conduct my investigation with that in mind. I guess I'm gonna travel now. Thank you for your time, Inspector Kamada. The sketch you gave me will be useful. You know, usually in situations like this, police would canvass for info at Kufuku Station. You're right. Oh then, okay then, I'm off. Good luck and keep up the good... Is he in pain or something? That's so weird. Is this Megumi's house? It is, huh? Who the heck is this guy? Wait a minute. It was the guy that was watching the TV, huh? Where'd he go? Oh no. They're just gonna leave me like this. Oh my god. This is the heart of Kotoku City, where the serial girl murders happened. There's a lot of people passing by the station. It wouldn't be easy, but maybe I can learn something useful here. I'll use a sketch of Minoru Suzuki that Inspector Kamada gave me to ask around for info. I keep thinking about Inspector Kamada's strange behavior, but I should focus on the investigation. He's giving me a great opportunity, and I've gotta live up to his expectations. I guess calling H businessman. Excuse me, do you have a moment? I'd like to ask you a few questions. Who are you? I'm a detective with the Utsuji Detective Agency. I'm searching for someone. You seem a little young for a detective. Who are you looking for? I guess I'm gonna show you a picture. Do you recognize this person? Should I? Who is this? His name is Minoru Suzuki. I can't with the name. Sorry, I moved here last year for work. I don't know anyone. Even my family lives far away. I'm no help. Not a problem. Sorry to bother you. I was like, that man looks old, so I'm gonna ask him because this lady looks too young to know anything. Okay, let me see. Let me try this one. There you go. There's a lot of restaurant, plenty to eat here in the heart of Kufuku City. There's a lot of okay, this is more people. Let's see. They're old, so they should know something. Hello, may I speak to you for a moment? What? See my what? I didn't say that. No, I'm a detective. I'm looking for someone. Who are you looking for? A man by the name Minoru Suzuki. Oh, what name? Minoru Suzuki. You're looking for my granddaughter? Yes, sir, of course. Minoru Suzuki. She's only 11 years old. Why are you looking for her? Oh, dear God. No. Not Minori Suzuki. The person in this sketch is... Who is this old man? This man is Minoru Suzuki. You asked what?
Later.
There was a guy over there, like at the very end of the hallway, and it disappeared. Freaking disappeared. See if I see more people. Oh my goodness. Maybe the lady can talk to me now. Nope. Still no leads even after talking to several people. Although it's not surprising, given that he's been gone from the area for so many years. Hey, look at you. Huh? Who is that? Hello. It's just Detective Kamihara. Just? Detective Kamihara? Are you trying to make me cry? Yes, actually. Are you off today? Nah, I'm asking around for information right now. Does it look like I'm goofing off, boy detective? I'm out here burning the candle and all that. But if Detective Kuse ever suspected that I'm slacking off, if it comes to trial, I want you to defend me. What makes you believe I'm going to defend you? He works hard, no goofing off. What kind of trial is he imagining? Speaking of Detective Kuse, why isn't she here with you? Whoa, good question. I'm gonna answer it with another question. Wouldn't you love another senpai quiz? No, bro, no, I'm really not in the mood. Listen, Ayumi just got kidnapped. Here we go. Detective Kuse isn't around, but what is she doing today? Thinking time. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Hang on, your quiz is way too vague. At least give me some choices or some kind of clue. Fine, I'll make it easy and give you two choices. Is my senpai A, working separately and we're meeting later, or B, off duty today? Time's up. Answer, please. Oh man, he still didn't give me a clue. You know, I don't have any evidence they're working separately, but it's a fair guess as to why she's not here right now. She's off duty today. This is wrong, so wrong. The correct answer, we're working separately and we'll be meeting up late. Well, that's what I thought first. How am I supposed to... I got the right answer and the game was like, no, you're not gonna pick the right answer.
We're gonna make you pick wrong.
Senpai and I are working the case separately. We're meeting up later, so that's why she's not here. Thanks for playing my senpai quiz. So is Detective Kuse nearby? And what are the two of them here investigating? Do you know if Inspector Kamada is okay? I saw him today and it seems like he was in pain. Oh yeah, I wonder what's going on. He doesn't know. Great. Great. So what if Detective Kuse saw us doing that quiz? I'll be fine. If she shows up, I'll handle her. Or maybe you can get yelled at along with me, boy detective. Don't get me involved. See, one of the reasons why I don't like talking to this guy, it's because it's a lot of small talk and no information. No useful information for me. It's just talking and talking and just yapping. Nothing. Do you want some more quizzes? I know you can never get enough. Well, I'm afraid I'll have to wait. I only have the one quiz for today. Can we think? I keep running into Detective Kamihara a lot. Exactly. Maybe an observation? Can't trust him at all, can I? Huh? I think I figured something out. What's that? Boy detective, do you kind of have a thing for Detective Kuse? Where does that even come from? Like, bro, I'm doing an investigation here and you're not letting me. You keep asking me about her, so I thought maybe. Well, am I right? No! I don't know what you're talking about, right? About what? That bit of detective work on my part. You do have your wonderful colleague, Tachibana, after all. Yes, exactly. Listen. trying to get to her because something happened. What the hell do you mean? Did I embarrass you? You're adorable, boy detective. This guy, please stop. Please stop, whatever this is. Hey, what are you doing out here anyway, boy detective? I'm here looking into the case from 18 years ago. I'm not having much luck though. Must be tough without any good clues to work with. I don't have a clue though. I have the sketch. What if I show it to him? Oh, this is Minoru Suzuki. Oh, from Inspector Kamada. I do have this clue at least. His reaction, I expected more. But I guess it was just my imagination. I'll handle it, no problem. Talk to me. Sir, please help me. I am desperate right now. I am very desperate. Wait, detective, why are you making that face? Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm having some trouble. What's wrong? Oh, I know what it is. You do? You have a stomachache. No, no. That was my best pity me face, I guess. It didn't work. That's good. Glad I was wrong. Still, if you need anything, let me know. I'm always happy to listen. Help with anything? Yeah, I mean, what are you... Why are you so excited? Please, please. Please. I'll listen to what you have to say first, you know, for now. I need some help with my investigation. And you're kind of the only person who I think can help me. I'm afraid I have no one to turn to but you, Detective Kamihara. You can be my hero. You can be my hero. I know you guys love when somebody tells you that. Could you maybe slip me some details for the investigation? Okay, listen. You need to keep this between us, okay? It's very important. It worked? He's going to share? Just kidding. You know police rules prevents me from saying anything. Nobody's gonna know. But it felt pretty cool thinking you'd rely on me for help. It doesn't matter if you really did or not. Damn, not getting around that rule. Sorry, it's a secret. I really can tell you anything, not even if you call me handsome again, damn. Even if you call me handsome, it's no use. I'll say nothing more. Detective Kamihara really likes being called handsome, huh? Yeah, because he's not handsome. I am so sorry to break it for you, but he's not handsome. More thinking? Look, examine again. What is it? Nothing, sir, nothing. So he can't even tell me where she is. So you lied to him? Of course I'm gonna lie to him. Of course. Hey, did Inspector Kamada give you any info? All I have to work with is the name Minoru Suzuki and his sketch. I guess they search for him all the time, but they never found him. Yeah, there are others in the present who think this Suzuki guy has gotta be long dead by now. So it gets hard to convince anyone to devote much energy to this case, you know? That's why you're here, boy detective. You can do what others can't, yeah? Yeah. Yes, I'll do my best. It's like Inspector Kamada said, a lot of folks think Minoru Suzuki is long dead. Inspector Kamada comes off as aloof, but that guy is a damn good investigator. Comes off as aloof? Rude. I bet that's why he talked to you about Minoru Suzuki. Inspector Kamada's got plot, but he can just do whatever he wants in the present. I can't read. Please, we have rules we have to follow. You hear me, boy detective? Yeah, I do. Good, because I'm rooting for you. Woohoo! But I still can give you any information. Okay, I get it already. This is totally unrelated, but there's something that's been bothering me. What is it? What made you decide you wanted to be a detective when you grew up, boy detective? I did it to find my parents. I never knew their faces or even their names. Oh. What I found was that they died when I was very young. They were both... Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! This is from the missing heir, people. This is information from the missing heir. They were both good people. I'm proud to be their son. Well, I guess he didn't say much, so I guess it's good. I'm sure they must have been a wonderful people. I'm sorry I asked the way I did. I didn't imagine it'd be sticking my foot so far in my mouth. No, it's fine. No worries. You are a lot like Detective Kusei. What? She became a detective because she figured it would be the best way to find her brother. You know the story about Kusei's brother, don't you? How he disappeared. Yes. Yeah, after you asked me about her brother the other day, I was pretty sure you did. He pays attention. He actually listens. But do you know what do you know that there was a time when she saw someone she thought might be her brother? Really? She said it was when she was in high school, right here in this area. She saw him? Did she talk to him? Of course she did, but she says he just acted suspicious of her. Was it the wrong person? She seemed pretty sure it was her brother, but she also said he was wearing a mask, like he was sick, so she couldn't really see his face. Still, she said she was sure, said she knew him because they were siblings. Because they're siblings. But the other guy said he didn't know who Detective Kusei was, right? And there's your mystery. Detective Kusei said she thinks that her brother might be suffering from amnesia. Is it the guy? The guy that did something to Ayumi? Bro, you need to keep talking. You cannot just stop like that. Oh my goodness. Do you buy it? It sounds like a cartoon or a low-budget TV show. It seems like it could be possible. I've experienced amnesia too, so I get it. Oh, interesting. Well, surprise, I agree with you. As long as the possibility isn't absolutely zero, it's possible. So Detective Kusei's inspiration to become a detective was because she thought she saw her brother missing? Her missing brother? And she's still looking for him. Even after all this time? She keeps it separate from her day job, but she still works at the case. He actually lives around here, you know? I didn't know that. If I'm being honest, I think she probably mistook someone else for her brother. But she trusts her instinct and continues her search. I see her like that, and I want to help somehow. Detective Kamihara. I wish I could do something about it. Speaking of helping Detective Kusei, Yoshie said... I can't explain it, but I have a gut feeling that you'll be the one to finally reunite Junko and Makoto. Maybe I will learn something about Makoto while I research the case from 80 years ago. I'll see what I can find out about Makoto on my end too. Boy detective. It's a little strange for me to say this, but thank you on behalf of Detective Kusei. No worries. But let's not let her know you're looking for her brother. If she finds out we're treating on what she sees as her personal space, she might give us a lecture. By the way, you have a cell phone, don't you? Let's exchange contact information. Oh, he gave me his phone number. If you figure anything out, feel free to call me. And if you don't, still feel free to call. At least we actually got information this time. Is there anything else I ought to ask Detective Kamihara about? Oh yeah, I should ask about the motorcycle. Hey, I was wondering if you found anything about the motorcycle. Motorcycle? What are you talking about? Huh? An eyewitness placed a motorcycle near the crime scene the night of Eisuke Sakaki's murder. Didn't Detective Kusa tell you about it? Motorcycle? No, I haven't heard anything about it. Oh, okay. The sighting occurred an hour after the estimated time of death. Maybe Detective Kusa decided it had nothing to do with the case. But I still expect her to at least share the information. Maybe she made a mistake. A rumor is she's just a human like the rest of us. Yeah. Alright, I'm going back to work. See you later, boy detective. See you later. Now I'm left alone here, not knowing what to do. Okay, travel. We have the option to travel. Let's freaking get out of here. We found out nothing. Nothing. Isn't this a copy of the professor? Was I being weird? Well, yes. Oh my god! Oh my freaking god! This man! It was this freaking man! What was he doing? I can drop my freaking headphones. Listen, I'm trying to trust this man, but what in the world? What was he doing in front of Megumi's house dressed like that? If I were a cop, I'd be questioning you about your actions right now. If Megumi's mother had found out, she'd have reported you for sure. You're a freaking teacher. What are you doing? You're saying you saved my life? I'm so grateful. No, sir. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't think Fukuyama understands how much trouble he could have been in. I'm worried about Megumi. She's in so much pain and it's all because of me. It's all my fault. Sir, calm down. Calm down. Fukuyama, please stop. Everyone's looking. I'm sorry, Tachibana. I lost control of myself. If you're worried about Megumi, why not go visit her normally? You're her homeroom teacher. It wouldn't be odd. You're right, but you must understand. You understand, right? Huh? I guess I do. Do you understand, Tachibana? Really hard to figure out what he's thinking. Megumi's incident was a direct result of my poor skills as a teacher. I don't know what I'd even say to her if I saw her. How would her parents feel about me showing up? It'd be uncomfortable being there. Yes, I would. Maybe that's why you should go. You can know what's going on inside a house if you spend all your time outside. Am I just being stupid? I kind of feel bad for him now, to be honest. It's really hard to figure out what he's thinking. Maybe I'm an idiot. Should I examine him? Maybe think again? My tea? I guess nothing happened. Let's ask about Megumi again. I can't stop worrying about how Megumi is doing now. It hurts my heart to think about it. I don't know what to do, Tachibana. Well, I don't know what to do either. Fukuyama isn't quite his usual self today. I'm helpless, a teacher who's unable to do anything for my suffering students. Senpai. I swear, Tachibana, I've never treated Megumi any differently than my other students. I know. I should have seen Megumi's feelings and helped her through them. I never meant to hurt her. I'm a damn fool. Sir, calm down. Maybe I'm not a good teacher. I should have... Tell me, am I missing something? I don't think so. Oh, thanks, Tachibana. What can I be doing right now? Ah, I'm stuck. Is he? Don't tell me he's crying. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry too. I swear I'm gonna cry too. I guess I need to examine. Oh my goodness. Oh, I didn't know it has this option? Well, nobody told me it had this option. Bro, this would have saved my life. I'm sorry. I've never seen him so sad before. Tachibana, once Eisuke's case is solved, do you think Megumi will be okay? Yes, I do. Is there any way I can help? I'm strong. And my skill with the Naginata can be that rusty. Sir, we're not killing anybody, okay? We're not fighting. And you know, I read a lot of mystery novels. Then again, the culprit is never who I expect. I'm not good enough to help. You have a school. Your students need you more than this investigation. You're right. That's unacceptable. I guess there's nothing I can do. You've provided us with a lot of information so far. You've helped us a lot. But it looks like I'm out of ways to help for now. Sorry, Tachibana. Asking. Should I ask? Observation. I'm sorry that I don't have any more information right now. Maybe think. I understand his feelings, but he does have students to take care of. I don't care what it takes. I want to help Megumi, for Eisuke's sake too. What can I possibly do? Observations? No observations about Megumi? Megumi was at the pumping station called Shivering Scared. She believed in the urban legend. She even thought she knew a spell that would help. She's so innocent. I wish I could get her carefree smile to return. I'm stuck. I don't think I have any more information. Oh, wait. Maybe I do. Huh? It's probably not much, just something Megumi said at the police station. See, she talked about urban legends at the paranormal pretty often. She even lent me some magazines about the stuff. I haven't returned them yet, but... Can I see them? Do you enjoy urban legends? I want you to listen to me very carefully, Tachibana. I'm a realist. I don't believe in ghosts. And I am not interested in those kinds of stories. I do believe in alien life, though. Somewhere in the infinity of the universe, they absolutely exist. What about you, Tachibana? Why are we talking about that? What do you think? I honestly don't know. This is not really what we're here to discuss, is it? Thank you. Thank you for understanding. Funny how we call them urban legends nowadays instead of superstitions like we used to. And now we call them creepypasta. Do we still call them creepypasta, or do we have another name for them? It used to be creepypastas when I was starting on the internet, I guess. Megumi, you talk about urban legends and the paranormal quite often. So maybe ask about Megumi? He always loved urban legends and the paranormal, but isn't interested in the real wonders of the universe. This guy seems so hurt. So you have no interest in urban legends of any kind? Not at all. I've never ever even heard of the Smiling Man story if not for Megumi. Do you know much about the Smiling Man? Yes. Then why don't you tell me about it? Okay, sure. The Smiling Man always appears in front of a crying girl with a paper bag on his head. Then he says, "You don't have to cry anymore." And then he kills her, the child. And the Smiling Man puts a paper bag just like his own over her head and walks away. With that bag in place, the girl would have a smile on her face forever. She'll never cry again. Such a horrific story. And that's who showed up in front of Megumi? Somewhat that dangerous? That's what she said. Then that means she was saved just in time, right? Maybe whoever was there ran away at the sign of someone rushing to the scene, though. Can you explain me? Wasn't he the first? Yes! Oh my goodness! Thank you! Thank you! They're gonna explain me what the hell happened. Let me see. I wonder if the Smiling Man heard Fukuyama approaching and ran away. If Megumi went to the bus stop before us, then... Nice job, Fukuyama. No, Ayumi, you need to ask. You need to ask. What do you mean thank you? Now that I think of it, where did you go after you heard Megumi had run off? Well, I suppose I should probably tell you. Tachibana, I was sitting at the bus stop. What do you mean you were sitting? I'm sorry, I didn't quite hear you. At the bus stop, I was sitting there. Fukuyama, you're making a scene. Sorry. Her Megumi was headed for the bus stop, so I thought it made sense to wait for her there. No, hold on, everybody. Did the girl said that he ran the opposite way? Am I just remembering things wrong? But as I sat down, I began to feel uncomfortable. I felt like what I was doing was wrong somehow. I need to check again. Then I heard a woman scream, and from the pumping station where Eisuke was found. I thought it must be Megumi. I ran as fast as I could, praying she was safe. She was there. She was cold, shivering, and scared. So scared. It's alright, Megumi. Don't worry. I'm here. I was ready to defend her at the cost of my own life. If that's what it took. Bro, I really want to trust him, but I can't. I can't. He tries so hard to be the cool teacher, but... The detectives arrived at about the same time as I did, and you guys arrived shortly after. I was ready to protect Megumi no matter what was there. I didn't know what Megumi thought she was doing. I can't believe the smiling man really showed up. When the smiling man shows up in front of the crying girl. What the urban legend says. So who was the smiling man who appeared in front of Megumi? Megumi said Eisuke was killed by the smiling man. But in the urban legend, you told me the smiling man only appears in front of girls. And Eisuke's a boy. I don't understand. Me either. There's a lot of conflicting theories about the smiling man. I didn't even know the one about the spell. Maybe there's a version where the smiling man only shows up in front of boys. It's only an urban legend after all. Maybe the smiling man doesn't pick and choose. What do you mean? So the smiling man is really just a killer wearing a paper bag with a smiley face painted on it. Smile and a paper bag. Wait a second. What? Tell me! I feel like I've heard about this somewhere. Where? Tachibana, I think I remember something that might be very important. Really? Yeah, give me a second to think about it. You got it. Yes, I remember Tachibana. When I was at the police station, I saw the paper bag that the detective showed Megumi. The bag in your story about the smiling man just now reminded me of something. I heard a story a long time ago about a paper bag with a smiley face on it. Really? When my dad was in college, there was a memorial service at my grandfather's house. While he was there, he heard a story about drinks about a paper bag with a smiley face painted on it. The story was about an incident. Maybe it was an accident. That's part of the local folklore. The thing is, I don't think the story was about a killer wearing a paper bag. I remember my dad describing it as a sad story. However, he was talking about a half-remembered thing from decades earlier that he heard when he was drunk. I'm sorry it wasn't the information you were hoping for, Ayumi. Not at all. Oh, good, I'm glad. If that's the original story behind the smiling man, it must be a very old urban legend. The timing is such that the story would have to be around 30 years old at least. So maybe the case from 18 years ago isn't the source of the smiling man legend. There's that story... Okay, so maybe okay. Let's think. If this story is the origin of the smiling man, I should find out what part of the country it's from. Where does your father's family live? Urumo village in the Sanin region. Sanin. I've never been. It's too far away. The region. This isn't. I should let Mr. Tsuji know about this. Fukuyama, I think you might have really helped us with this. Really? You think I might have helped towards solving Asuka's case? Yes. Oh, that's wonderful news. Thank you. I'm going back to the office to let the others know what you just told me. Let's go. I'm going to pick up the check for this. You didn't let me again. Listen, seriously, about the check. Now. You were once my underclassmate, and I am my senpai. That's right. And that's that. Well, thank you, senpai. No need to thank me, Tachibana. It's the way the world should be. Shall we go to the station? I really want to trust this man, people. I really want to trust this man. Try my best to trust him. I need to take off now. Okay, take care of yourself. I'm sorry about today. Hey, don't worry. You gave me a very promising lead. Well then, I'm glad I could be of service to you, Tachibana. Next time we're together, I'll order us the tiramisu set. Yes, oh, I want some. Can I have some? Or maybe the millet. What is that? I don't know what that is. I always have such a hard time deciding. Although the tiramisu always seems to win, even if only by the narrowest of margins. Or maybe we'll do both if you want. That'd be great. By the way, do you have any plans for tomorrow? No, this guy is already on the plans. No. Yes, I'm gonna be investigating. Leave Ayumi alone! There's a student in my class who'd be interested in talking to you. Oh, never mind. I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Thank you very much. I imagine you've heard his name by now. It's a friend, right, Kohei? He was close to Eisuke, and he wants to help solve the case. Oh, I've been hoping to hear more about Kohei. What do you think? I can set up a time for the two of you to meet. Oh, I see Akita over there. I'd love to. Oh no, Akita is jealous. Understood. Can you come to the school at lunchtime? I can, yes, thank you. Good, I'll see you tomorrow then. Yes, see you then. This guy's still drinking coffee over there. I wonder why he's in such a hurry. Where's he running off to? Ayumi. Oh, what are you doing here? I was trying to get some information. But hey, wasn't that... Fukuyama, yeah, we bumped into one another and talked for a while. Seems like, you know, a cool guy. You think so? He is a fail guy. No, just kidding. Anyway, I got some really interesting info from him. What is it? Well, it's a secret. No. Oh, please, don't do that to me. Come on, let's go back to the office. Wait a minute. Oof. I didn't make it to Megumi's house because I ran into Fukuyama and took the time to question him. Oh, okay. He's always been so serious, always giving everything his best. Even today. I know I shouldn't laugh, but it's just so funny. He hasn't changed since we were kids. He's always been a good guy, but... just funny. I see. You said he gave you some good information. Yeah. It sounds like maybe the Smiling Man story originated in the Sanin region. What? Fukuyama's father heard a story when he was still a student. It's about a paper bag with a smiley face drawn on it. That means the story is a lot more than 18 years old. It's not the same as the Smiling Man story, but it sure is similar. Mr. Tsuji is looking into the Smiling Man story, so I'm going to let him know about this. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I'll do it right now. If he picks up the phone. Mr. Tsuji, I have something urgent to tell you. There's an old story from Irumo village in the Sanin region that involves a paper bag with a smiley face. We still need to find out if it's connected to the Smiling Man, but... What? Okay, yes, really? What happened? That's amazing, Mr. Tsuji. Yes, I understand. Okay, bye. Mr. Tsuji is already in the Sanin region. He's really on top of things, huh? He didn't know which village he was looking for, so he was happy for the call. I'm sure Fukuyama would be happy to hear that his lead proved fruitful. What's wrong? Nothing, it's just surprising to find an old story that connects to this modern urban legend. I don't know how it all fits together, but I'm positive we're one step closer to solving this mystery. Well, let's let Mr. Tsuji work the investigation. And we can focus on reviewing our notes from today.
Later.
What are you going to do tomorrow, Ayumi? Tell us, Ayumi, what are you gonna do? I'm going to Minami Daisan Junior High School. Kohei wants to talk to me. Kohei? Kohei Takiguchi. Fukuyama says Kohei wants to help with Eisuke's case. Oh, okay. It's good timing. I was going to need to talk to Kohei at some point. Think? Is it okay if I go instead? Why is he so jealous? You go to the school? I don't think it'd be a problem, but why? It's just, I just thought it'd be easier for Kohei to talk to a guy. You do? Okay, I'll let Fukuyama know it'd be you showing up. Thanks. You seem interested in him, so it's good you'll get to finally meet Fukuyama properly. I'm looking forward to it. Good chance to see what he's like up close. It was dark the other night, so I couldn't see how big the school actually is. Is that... Hello, you must be from the Utsuji Detective Agency. I am. Nice to meet you. My name is Akira Tsukasa. The Sumin. I'm Mr. Fukuyama, but I believe we met once before, didn't we? Why is he standing so close to me? You mean at the police station? Sorry, I was there, but I didn't get a chance to introduce myself. No worries. I mean, I didn't either. Okay. We're gonna save here, guys. We are saving here, and we're gonna continue tomorrow. I believe we made a good progress. We did 2 chapters. There's a lot of people that I don't trust in this game. It's just... It's because the teacher... I want to trust in the teacher, but then he does this weird things at the same time. Like, bro, what the hell? I need to check again. Maybe I read wrong, but I'm pretty sure the girl said that he ran the opposite direction when Megumi ran to the pumping station. I need to check that. I'm gonna check it, and I'll let you know, people. And there you go. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. Have a beautiful rest of your night. Have a beautiful day tomorrow. We're gonna be streaming tomorrow, same time around 7:30, like always. Thank you very much for joining. Have a beautiful night and a beautiful day tomorrow. And I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Follow me on my social media. Remember, I have a lot. I have everything, and I'm uploading a series on Pokemon on my TikTok, so you can go check that out. But thank you very much, guys. See you on tomorrow. Bye.